A good return policy is something that customers consider when making an online purchase. Good customer service is one of the strategic goals for companies that strive for a high level of customer loyalty. This is a Asana demo store. I will go to the My Account page. From this page, a customer can access his or her order history and see all sales documents, including return orders. You can show those sales documents to your customers that you want. You can control visibility of sales documents per customer type in Asana Admin. So, this is Asana Admin. I will go to Setup, Ordering and Checkout. On the Order Overview tab, you can show and hide different sales documents per customer type. So, if you allow your customers to create return orders in the Asana Web Store, you must show them to the required customer types. Let's go back to the Web Store. Asana provides two ways of creating a return order: invoice-based and invoice-free. Invoice-based means that a customer can create a return order from the invoice. A customer can open the list of his or her invoices, find the necessary invoice, and open its details. On the Invoice Details page, a customer can click Return Order. So, this means that a customer can create a return order from the invoice only when the invoice has been created for the order in SAP Business One. Invoice-free means that a customer can create a return order which is not connected to any invoice. A customer can create such return orders on the My Return Orders page. Unlike the return order based on the invoice, where a customer should select the previously purchased products in the invoice he or she wants to return, when a customer creates the invoice-free return order, he or she can add any products to the return request. Therefore, such return orders should be checked and processed manually by a sales manager. Well, you can allow your customers to create either invoice-based or invoice-free return orders or both. This is up to you. In Asana Admin, if you go to Setup, Ordering and Checkout, on the Ordering tab there is a field Return Orders. It is available to all customer types: B2C, B2B, and sales agents. Using this field, you can disable return orders in the Asana Web Store or allow your customers to create either invoice-free or invoice-based return orders or both. And now I will show you how your customers should create return orders in the Asana Web Store. So, if you allow your customers to create invoice-free return orders, they can open the page My Return Orders and click Create New Return Order. Then, a customer can search for a product he or she wants to return, add it, select the return reason, and add comments. It is possible to select the return reason and add comments for each product a customer adds to the return order, and also the general return reason and comments for their entire return order. A customer can also add a file or several files to the return order, for example, a photo or video of the damaged or wrong product. Then click Complete Return Request, and that's it. If a customer creates a return order from the invoice, then he or she should find the necessary invoice and open its details. Then click Return Order. All he or she has to do is to choose one or several products which a customer wants to return and define quantity to return. If a customer creates a return order from the invoice, he or she cannot return more than it was purchased. For example, if a customer purchased 5 pieces of a product, he or she can return all 5 or less. This could be due to a quality issue or wrong size or color of one of the pieces, for example. If a customer returned not all pieces of a product, he or she can create another return order from the same invoice, if necessary, and return another piece or all that are left. When a customer creates a return order, the maximum return quality of a product is shown in the invoice. When the return order is created, the maximum return quality will be decreased. When all pieces of a product are returned, a customer will not be able to create another return order from the same invoice. A customer must select a return reason. The list of return reasons is retrieved from SAP Business One. It is also possible to add some comments. A customer can select a return reason and add comments to each product he or she wants to return and to the entire return order. A customer can also attach files to the return order, for example a copy or photo of a receipt, to provide shop admin with more details. A customer can attach images, audio, video or PDF files to the return order. Several files can be attached. To attach several files, all required files should be selected and added simultaneously or dropped here. Then click Complete Return Request. A customer can see all his or her return orders and their details on the My Return Orders page. When the return order is created by the customer, he or she receives a return order confirmation email. At the same time, the email that the return order has been created is sent to the web store administrator. The emails are sent based on two return order email templates. In SAP you should enter the email address to which the emails about the created return orders should be sent. These are the emails which are sent to the web store administrator. The return process is completely automated and integrated with the sales order processing in SAP Business One. When the return order is created by the customer, it is saved to SAP Business One. It is a responsibility of a sales manager or any other involved people to handle a return order. Handling of return processes involves different tasks that are performed by various company employees. All comments, return reasons and files added to the return order are stored in the return request in SAP Business One. And now, let's take a look at the return request in SAP Business One created from the SAP Web Store. You can find return request in the Sales module. So, here you can see the return request. You can see all its details. The customer who created the return request and the items he or she wants to return. As you might remember, when a customer creates a return order in the SAP Web Store, he or she must select a return reason for each product and for the entire return order. So, here you can see the return reason that the customer selected for the product. And the return reason for the entire return order is stored in the user-defined fields. The return reasons that are shown in the SAP Web Store can be created in SAP Business One. If you open the Return Request window, on the Contents tab, in the Return Reason field, you can select Define New. The window Return Reasons Setup will open. In this window, you can add any return reasons that you want to show for the return order lines in the Web Store. To set up the return reasons that are used for the entire return order, click Web Store, then Set Up, and then Return Reasons. So here you can add the list of return reasons that are used for the entire return order. Let's go back to our return request. Here you can see the comments added by the customer to the product. And in this user-defined field, you can see the comments added by the customer to the entire return order. And in this user-defined field, you can see the link to the attachment added by the customer to the return order. In SAP Business One, we don't store the files attached by a customer to the return order, but only the links to these files. Files attached to a return order are stored in the file system on the web server. They can be found on the web server, or web store administrator can also view file attachments directly from SAP Admin using File Manager. Each folder inside the return order folder corresponds to a specific return order by its ID.